friends, Eagle Eye Cuneo, Chris Cuneo, and Shannon Cuneo on camera. Mongos, eat at mongos.com. Tim.
Do yourself a favor and get there.
I mean, people, seriously. You're killing me if you've not been to Mongos. Highway 9, Clearview, right there, 164th Highway 9. We want to tell you tonight, they have a cooking class. If you haven't heard about it, haven't been there, it's unbelievable. October 12th, October 14th. I knew I would get it incorrect the first time. Sign up for the cooking class. Chef Chris Cuneo, who happens to be to our left. But I'm telling you, we had the what do you call them, the salmon, Chris? The bronzed salmon tonight here in the booth. 5-tool player, he's giving the thumbs up over there. Any other favorites? You going to talk about the Cajun Chicken Cowboy? I mean, come on.
That's a no-brainer.
Are you going to try anything else?
Well, why do you try something else when you got something that's perfect? I have kind of like, old habits die hard.
Yeah, I know. I can't, the blackened salmon over noodles.
I have tried a bunch of those. Everything's good on that menu. My wife gets mad at me every time I bring up that I'm having Mongos.
I know.
I'm in trouble.
I
was in trouble tonight when she found out.
Yeah. Well, every night we get the pleasure of having Mongos. So we love Mongos. Check it out, eatatmongos.com. Just click on the banner right beside you as we start second quarter action. 14-0 Glacier Peak up. As Brady Southard, the junior, he's nowhere to go, and he's taken down, swung down by James Pollinger.
He clashed helmets with another one of his teammates, too, on that. Looked like it hurt.
Fixes his shoulder pad. Pollinger, a junior, 185 pounds, 6'1". That's a rare sack for Glacier Peak, Tim.
It is, and by the way, Brady's not in. These are planned. They have these planned before the game where Brady's going to come in on the third series or whatever. It's not like they saw something they didn't like from Corwin, obviously.
No.
They have these planned out before the game, which is a good move, good strategy.
Absolutely. 2nd and 20. Brady gets it to, pitches it to Elliott. He's got all kinds of turf going in. Did he get there?
Oh, they're not going to give it.
No, on the 1-yard line.
I thought he stuck the ball out a little bit. From here, it kind of looked like he got there. Where's my challenge flag?
Where is your challenge flag? Boy, Leon Elliott going for the deuce. Already has 1 touchdown tonight. If you're just joining, Josh Pinkett from 6 yards out on a pass from Branson Corwin. We'll try and get the booth. We'll get the booth camera going for the challenge flag.
I'm challenging it.
11:07, second quarter. From the 1, Southard fakes it. That's going to push him back. I believe that's going to be on Glacier Peak.
I think it's going to be a false start. Yeah. You know what? They've had some real issues with those false starts. I don't know how many they have. Maybe we can find out how many they've had, but they've had a lot of those false starts.
I don't know about false starts if our statistician John McClain takes care of that, but last week 4 penalties for 40 yards against Jackson.
I think they were all false starts.
Yeah, I think a lot of them were.
Yeah, 3 of them were.
So now pushing back to the 6-yard line. Still first down, 1st and goal. Southard to Darling. The Brunswick tries to get to the goal line, but he'll be denied short, probably around the 3.
I think they saw that one coming.
Trying to go over the left side, Mo Fafita, 51. Hensley on the left, 56. Again, on the right side, you got Neal, the Freightliner, Drew Liner, and 75, Holloman on the right tackle position. Great job by those guys up front all year long. Brady now. Leon in motion, gets it to Darling, but Darling is stuffed. Good job by this Terrace defense to bring up 3rd down, Tim.
Boy, they got a good goal line stance. Todd wants us to show our challenge flag here that we have in the booth. Here we go.
He's
it
going to
was
throw
hard to find this, by the way.
It was a challenge, but I, this is a different one. This is a real one.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Oh, man, I looked at that and I thought, geez, I got you one for your birthday, but.
Well, that was nice, but.
You had to go legit on me?
That was a party favor.
It was. 3rd and goal from the 2. Brady Southern in. Darling in the back. Bumbled snap. Darling trying to get on it. He's going to pounce on it.
Yeah, they got it back,
man.
and that's going to bring up 4th down, and the weapon is going to come out.
I do see number 12 coming on. Probably one of the most heralded high school junior kickers in the state and maybe more. Unfortunate for Brady Southern in that offensive unit not to punch it in there, make it 21, but you've got the weapon. Who cares, right?
This is automatic right here. I don't want to jinx him, but this is automatic.
And
no pressure there, Spencer.
Line this one up. What are we looking at? He's at the 16-yard line. 26-yarder. The hold is good. Spencer is up, and it is good.
He split the uprights.
Right down the center, as he does so many times.
Well,
Spencer Pettit with a 26-yard field goal.
Just like it was drawn up on paper.
That's right. Just like the you play paper football, right?
Yes. Ka-ching.
Sound effects brought to you by Snohomish Bakery. We love the Snohomish Bakery. We always go down there. I talk about the Morning Glory muffins. I talk about the coffee. It's fantastic always down there at Snohomish Bakery in downtown Snohomish.
And you support your local vendors.
Love that.
Not your megalopolis.
That's right. You know, if they sponsor the program though, we love them too.
Yes, that's different.
We're not picky. Our Seattle Hill Sport and Spine Physical Therapy scored 9:03 left to go in the second. 17-0 Glacier Peak. Want to remind everybody to come out and support Glacier Peak football on October 12th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. by test driving a Ford provided by Bickford Ford right there at Glacier Peak on Cathcart Boulevard. The football booster earns 20. Hey, are you just doing that during my read?
Sorry.
You don't like it? You challenging the read? It's a great cause.
We wanted to see how we could distract you.
Oh, that's easy to do. Pettit.
Is he going to make it?
Oh, this one's actually going to get taken back. Going, crosses the 20, almost to the 24. I rarely pay attention to who even has the ball because it's so rare, and that's Jacob Walgren with the return for Mount Lake Terrace.
You have to think the special teams once in a while wants a chance to. They got to stay a little bit warm.
Do you think on the sideline? Speaking of the sidelines, let's try and go down to Ron Henthorne. Ron, what's happening down there? Thank you, Ron. 1st and 10, Ragsdale on the left side, on the near side. He'll gain 3 up to the 29. Ron, is it weather was an issue? Apparently a huge storm coming in tomorrow. Is it raining down there at all? Excellent.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank you. 2nd and 5, 8:27 left to go in this first half. Stay tuned. Ron will get Coach Rowe at halftime. Then a handoff to Ragsdale. This time he's not going anywhere as Hensley had the feet and Logan Coleman had his top side for a loss.
Your offensive coordinator's in a precarious position right now. They're struggling throwing the ball, but they can't run the ball, so what do you do?
I'm not sure, actually. You just try and, what do you do? Exactly right. He's going to do what he can do. 3rd down and 7 from their own 27. Hopkins this time fakes and now passes it off or hands it off. On the near side, a good play by Wong, and that was Jacob Walgren on the carry.
Well, and that's a little bit of a moral victory for Terrace, just picking up, a positive 5 or 6 yards. They're going to need a string of a lot more of them.
They will need much more than that. Again, homecoming here tonight. Stay tuned for halftime festivities. Again, Mikey Jensen back to punt. And looks like Austin Hines is going to take this one from the 34-yard line. Gets out of traffic, now down the near sideline. Finally taken down by Ragsdale, but he gets into Terrace territory one more time at the 38.
And field position again, Scott, starting on Terrace's 38. It's a problem.
Glacier Peak already putting up 128 yards on the ground. They're averaging almost 6.7 yards per carry. The long, a 24-yarder by Jake Berg in the first quarter. As
is that Branson
it looks
back
like
in?
Branson Corwin back in. Now he pitches it over to Wong. Wong fumbles it. Going down, the ball's still loose, and I think Mountlake Terrace might have it.
They think they have it. They're saying they have it.
I think Billy Parkins, the junior, number 56, might have gotten the ball.
I think they're fighting for it right now. You don't want to be on the bottom of those piles either.
No, there's things happening we can't even say.
I think Glacier Peak got it back.
You do?
I do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Already turned it over once. Did Glacier Peak.
That's going to be a long second down, though. I think they can see the first down marker, but
that's like the nonstop I had to Boston last week. That's a long way to go. Referee Jerry Coaster, umpire Rory Schilling. 2nd and 21 now from the 48 of their own. Nice little bubble screen. Pinka gets it, but great play on defense. And he'll just get to the 50. What a big-time play by Isaiah Green for Terrace. Wow.
That's one of those where you're looking to get about 10 of those yards back, try to make a manageable third down, but now they're sitting on 3rd and 18. But I'll tell you what, they get it. He picks up, if he picks up 12 or 15 yards, they'll be going for it on 4th down. That's probably what is going through Rowe's mind right now. Give me a manageable 4th down is
that's
what
right.
Rowe is saying.
And it doesn't matter that. You could pull the weapon out of his toolbox. Wong in motion, Pink in the backfield, fakes it to either. Now he rolls, now he's in trouble.
Nope.
Throws kind of a duck up and going to get it is Nick Allen, but it's incomplete.
Well, Nick had to come back for that, but a catchable ball would have been about 10 yards short of the first down had he caught it, though.
Isaiah Green tackle him. Isaiah Green only at 5'11", Big Nick Allen at 6'5".
And Spencer's out for a 77-yard field goal. That's weird. The weapon.
Oh,
maybe they'll punt it.
All right, you just never know. I bet Spencer could give it a shot.
Oh, he'd give a go.
He's waving it off.
Look at that. Look, stop that ball.
Oh, he can't quite get there.
He almost had that pinned down at about the 1 yard line, but the special teams, I'm not sure who was.
That was Alex Manzik, number 36.
He almost ran it down.
Big GP bounce, but they'll take it at the 20 with 5:10 left to go in the first half. Glacier Peak up 17-0 on Mountlake Terrace. Again, Scott Oshman with Tim Boyle here on STSPN.com. Glad you're with us. Stay tuned for the Fred's Rivertown Ale House halftime show. Starting that off with trying to get Coach Rowe as he goes to the locker room. Hopkins now goes over. Pass is complete, but a big hit at the 25. He'll go down at the 26.
Who laid that hit? Because he stood him right up.
That could be Justin Guffey. I think it is. Eagle Eye Cuneo saying Guffey.
Guffey can hit.
Boy, he can.
I'm here to tell you.
Fierce.
He's not that big of a guy, and he can just hit you.
Number 20, Jacob Walgren with the reception. And Hopkins not having too many opportunities to throw through the season, and even tonight, 1 for 4. This time he gets it to Ragsdale. The right side has a little bit of a crack. They'll get a first down for Mountlake Terrace. Guffey on that tackle. First time we've seen a decent carry and run for Mountlake Terrace. That is the first down for Mountlake Terrace.
Well, it took them almost till halftime to get a first down, so they're going to need to make some big adjustments at halftime.
Hopkins with the ball, gets it to Ragsdale on the left side. Nothing doing. Zach Peterson in there first.
I think number 8 is that Lowe. No,
that is McCoy.
McCoy, he was in on that.
They're going to give him no gain. Again, we always talk about that in high school. They seem to give the benefit of the doubt quite a bit.
They really do. If it's like an extra unwritten rule that they give them that extra yard.
Some interesting spots always. 2nd and 10 from their own 36. Again, 3:42 left in the first half. Hopkins fakes it. Now he gets it over to number 20 on the far side, Jacob Walgren, and he'll pick up 5. They'll spot him at the 41.
Unfortunately, Terrace is going to need more than 2 yards and 5 yards to get back in this game. When I said they need to do some sustained drives, I didn't mean when they were down 17-0 though.
And your pick before the game, you didn't even put a score.
I just put blowout.
Well, anything can happen.
No disrespect.
No, absolutely not. Again, this has just been beat up. Pass over the middle, almost picked up, wasn't caught.
I think it might have been picked up.
Guffey tipped it, and Berg went down. Almost remind me of the immaculate reception of Sean Elledge that was denied last year.
We still have that on video, too.
One of my absolute favorites. You called it as usual.
I got lucky, but...
You've got such great eyes. Have you had like 2 LASIK surgeries? Seriously.
No. I can't see close up really well, though. I'm kind of getting old. I got reading glasses, but I can still see them from the distance.
4th and 6. Carrots? I mean, what are you doing over there at the Boyle House? Mikey Jensen, and they kind of backed off. They had a good rhythm on that one. Back to receive is Hines, the 35, dragging a player finally. Pulled back and down.
Number 54 on the, he's pretty strong. He actually had him by the jersey when Hines was going the opposite direction. Oh, that's their all-star. Is it Brett Porter?
Brett Porter, 6 foot 220, man. He is a beast.
And he just had a little piece of his jersey. I thought Hines was going to get away, but that's a strong kid.
He almost had to pay a toll. He was dragging him so far through there. My goodness, 1st and 10 on their own 44. Haven't started a drive from their part of the field lately. And he hands it off to big Josh Pinka. No, it is Pinka. Look at Pinka keeping the grinder going across the 50 to the 49.
He's fighting for those extra yards. That's one thing they're doing really well this year is fighting for that extra yard or 2.
When you have a couple years to watch Michael the Missile Palmer do it, it's not a bad thing to watch. Handoff fake, now over to Hines. Hines has trouble as he's tackled for a loss.
That was kind of a lateral there too. A little bit of a dangerous play by Branson.
Thought that was Mikey Jensen on the tackle, number 5. And it is Michael Jensen. 2 minutes left now in the first half. 3rd and 3 on the 48. Branson Corwin. He does end up giving the ball to Pinka.
I think he's got it. That's going to be right on the line there. Where he's standing, he's got it. So, first down.
Good job by Pinka to pick it up. Pinka already now. See the update here on Josh Pinka. 9 carries, 41 yards, another Glacier Peak first down. Leon Elliott in motion. Fakes it to Pinka, now back to pass. Now he's got some trouble, now he tucks it. Coming to the near side, outburns that guy to the 30, and he'll just cruise out of bounds. Not taking the hit. We saw that scamper last week for touchdowns. A great job by Branson Corwin moving the chain.
Well, he's comfortable back there, and the other thing that he did, Scott, is with the minute 29, he got himself out of bounds. Rowe wants to put some points on the board here before he goes into half.
He likes putting the numbers up as he walks towards the locker room, especially here tonight. Oh, that's Ron Henthorne in your headset there. You hear it? Branson now fakes it to Pinka. Leon's got all kinds of trouble.
They tackled him and rolled him around a little bit. They had trouble with that play on the the last series and the series before that.
Yeah, Wong
and
had some trouble.
I think Rowe's going to come out and give him a little talking to about that. They've struggled with that particular play.
And he caught Clausy on the tackle there. Again, Glacier Peak fumbled early. Their only turnover had a debatable close call in the second quarter, and they had the interception. Oh, the fumble, they haven't turned over a fumble, it was just an interception. But they have a couple close calls.
They have had some close. That was a close call.
All right, timeout. Brought to you also by Kathy Salvadolina, Windermere Real Estate Broker. Also our postgame and our player of the game tonight, KathySalvo.com. Just hit that button, call direct 425-350-0020. Also Seattle Hill Sport and Spine Physical Therapy. Our score is 17-0 Glacier Peak. Check them out right on Seattle Hill Road in Cathcart 128. Tim, I know you've been down there. We talk all the time. The anti-gravity, the latest, the greatest equipment. You got any time of bumps and bruises, get on down to Seattle Physical Therapy. Any more you want to say about that?
Well, they'll figure. They're investigators, they like to say. They figure out what the problem is. They don't just say, hey, take a rest for 2 weeks. They figure out what the issue is.
They're just good like that. Diagnostic expertise. 2nd and 16 now from the 36. Branson has a little time, go in the middle for Leon. Missed communication, incomplete. Leon was going the wrong way, or Branson was going the wrong way.
Branson overthrew him by quite a bit. I'm not sure if there was a miscommunication. I'm not sure he was running that route correctly.
Looked like Leon was running a post, and Branson thought he might be going to the corner.
Definitely overthrew him.
Our broadcast also brought to you by Muscle Milk.
3rd and 16. Now, where are they? Right now they'd be probably too long. Yeah, they might do a field goal from right there.
1:12 left to go in the first half. Elliott in motion. Corwin gives it to Pinka right up, and he stood up.
Uh-oh, you know what we have here now? I think we're going to have about a 50-yard field goal here, Scott.
Clock's ticking, 1:01.
Well, it's on the 34. I think we're going to have about a 51-yard field goal.
Let's see if he reaches.
Bring him out. Bring out the weapon. Bring out the weapon. Come on.
Let's see
a
if
51-yarder.
46 seconds
He's
left.
He's thinking about it.
He's standing right by the side judge. He's going to call a timeout. No, he's not.
I think
36 seconds. Can we? He is going to call a timeout.
Let's see what Ron has to say about this.
Ron, what's going on?
Okay. So what we're going to have, if they choose, Spencer's going to be looking at about a 51-yarder. Where is Spencer? He's walking out.
There he is. So
this could be the 3rd 50-plus yarder of the season.
Well, you just got the placement right at the 34-yard line.
So it should be 51, according to my calculation. Oh, because it's going to go back about 7. So it should be about a 51-yard.
Pettit already with
52.
a 20.
Could even be a 52-yard.
We'll have to dial it up. We'll get the measuring stick out for you, Tim.
Should be at between the 41 and the 42-yard line. And Spencer is out there, the weapon.
Oh, yeah, he went to the harness quick tonight, baby.
Wow.
Goes out Spencer Pettit.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Set your recorders, ladies and gentlemen. Spencer Pettit.
It's going to be a 51-yarder is where he's got that ball. Spencer's lining it up.
From the far hash, Austin Hines to hold. He's already had a 52-yarder and a 53-yarder last week. The hold's down. The kick's up. It's a line drive.
Short.
Just short.
And hit the goalpost hit the goalpost down below.
Didn't look good coming off his foot.
No.
We usually see him get higher.
Let's ask Ron if there's a wind that he's kicking into.
What happened there, Ronnie?
He'd like to have that one back.
Great call. Great call, Ron. We'll stand by for Ron Henthorn. We'll try and catch Glacier Peak's head coach, Rory Rosenbaugh. Coach Rowe, with the, we'll call it the Mongo's halftime interview, the Coach Rowe show. But meanwhile, Montlake Terrace taking over on downs at their own 20. Get it over. Incomplete.
Is that the same quarterback, Scott?
It is. Hopkins,
Okay.
number 7. I don't know why they started in the 20. That's a great question. I was looking at the scoreboard or looking at the field going, why didn't they start at the 41?
Yeah, that's in like.
Or at the, where the 34.
Actually, in college and pros, I think you actually have to start where the ball is spotted on that field goal.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
so,
it should be on like the 41.
Ron, maybe if you can find out what the ruling is, why they didn't, where they snapped from, but that was not, the snap was at the 34-yard line.
Yeah.
Todd Elvig saying, meanwhile, Hopkins gives to Ragsdale on the right side. Long tries to get in, he bowls over that. Rumbling, stumbling all the way across the 35 to the 36. Chance Ragsdale putting a hurt on.
Well, with 14 seconds left in the half, Glacier Peak's playing a little bit of a prevent, so they're not worried about giving up an 8 or 10 or 12-yard run. So not taking away from anything from Chance, but that's kind of how they're playing that right now.
And a timeout by Montlake Terrace.
So they got one shot at it here. They're going to have to see if they can get something way downfield here. 8 seconds. That's about one play.
Head coach Tony Umayam, 16 years coaching, 11-year head coach, off and on here at Montlake Terrace, a 1990 graduate of the Hawks. One of the nicest guys you'll ever meet, and he has done so much with a lot of challenging circumstances over there at Montlake Terrace, but he always seems to come up with a competitive team and a competitive program. 8 seconds left, 17-0. Stay tuned for the Fred's Rivertown Alehouse halftime show. We'll have homecoming festivities. We'll get Steve Willits, the voice of the Hawks, back in the booth.
I think it's actually a little bit of a moral victory for them to only be down by 17.
I would agree.
Hopkins
fakes like he's going to go. Now he tucks it and run, but he'll gain 1. That should do it for the first half, and it does. So, first half on Homecoming live from Veterans Memorial Stadium. Scott Oshman, Tim Boyle. And we'll go down to Ron Henthorne to see. Oh, no, they're going to see what's going on here.
Did that end on a penalty or something? It should have been the end of the half unless there was a flag. Bluer flags are hard to spot here, though.
We get the official,
They called a timeout?
They got a timeout?
How did they get a timeout on that?
Ron, do you know anything?
I don't know how well. I'm not going to argue because it won't do any good, but it sure didn't look like there was any time on the clock when he got sacked. Or I guess he didn't get sacked, he ended up getting about the yard.
Well, we'll see what they...
They're putting
5 seconds.
Is that 0.5 or 5? 3 seconds?
And they're looking up at the official clock, the score up here in the booth. Now they get the board down to 3 seconds. So Hopkins looked for Hopkins. Now Hopkins started the season, got hurt in the first couple plays against Stanwood, went out, came back in that game, was out last week. Tanner Muniz came in, number 2, but he broke his tibia last week on the last play.
They showed us the x-rays, which is kind of that's a good move on their part.
Now look for number 80, Gabe Brady. Ball is tipped. Was it tipped?
It was tipped. Oh, and
I think Hopkins is down.
He's getting up. He got hit hard, though. They do got somebody, looks like they're hurt on the, maybe
the shoe came out. And that will, a little bit of an ugly ending here to a first half there, but I agree with you, Tim Boyle, and we'll see if we can get Coach Rowe with Ron Henthorne.
Oh, Rowe just walked by, so.
There's Ron chasing him.
Ron's running him down.
And he's talking to somebody. We'll see if we go.
He doesn't look like he's very happy.
No, he doesn't.
He's talking to Nick Allen. I don't know what the issue. Oh, it's homecoming. That's
it's
right.
Homecoming.
Nick Allen's on the homecoming court. So is Branson Corwin. So he's grabbing them to go.
All right, let's go down to Ron Henthorne with Coach Rowe. Ron.
Okay, I'm down here with Coach Rowe. Coach, A little bit of scoring in the first half, few mistakes. How do you feel about the way that went?
We just got a little sloppy and a little careless, and we just got to clean it up. I mean, we just need to have a little chat with them and say, guys, you got to play like you did in the first quarter. Clean and crisp defense is playing lights out. We just got to take care of the ball on offense and not put it on the ground 4 times.
I think you're right on that. Defense was very strong in there tonight. So any changes in the game plan second half other than cleaning up that mess?
Yeah, we're going to try not to put the ball on the ground.
Okay, Coach.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Good luck. See you at halftime.
Thank you, Ron. We'll be back. Welcome the start here, homecoming, the Fred's Rivertown Ale House halftime show right here on STSBN. Tim and I will be back with Steve Willits and more festivities right after this. We're going to go black and then we'll come back to you, so stay tuned. STSBN, Glacier Peak Football and Snohomish Times Sports Network.